Viewer discretion is advised. The content in this video includes historical events and narratives that may be disturbing or unsettling to some audiences. Please proceed with caution. Step inside the gates of Missouri's most controversial correctional facility. What we found will shock you. Missouri's Crossroads Correctional Center exposed, the untold story. The Missouri Crossroads Correctional Center, a complex narrative of transformation and hope, begins its story in the early 1990s. Nestled on the outskirts of Cameron, Missouri, this facility was born from a need to manage an increasing inmate population and provide a solution to the overcrowded prisons across the state. Construction of the Crossroads Correctional Center commenced in 1997, during a time when the United States was grappling with the effects of stringent criminal justice policies. These policies had inflated prison populations, leading to a nationwide call for more facilities. When it opened its doors in 1999, Crossroads was seen not just as a prison, but as a potential beacon of reform. Designed to hold medium and maximum security prisoners, Crossroads Correctional Center was initially built to accommodate approximately 2,000 inmates. Its architecture was modern yet functional, with an emphasis on security but also on rehabilitation spaces, a reflection of a slowly changing approach to corrections. The early years of the 2000s saw the institution operating under the traditional penal philosophy. However, it was not long before the need for a more progressive approach became evident. This was a period when correctional systems nationwide were beginning to embrace rehabilitative programs, recognizing that incarceration alone was not a solution to crime. Crossroads implemented educational programs, vocational training, and mental health services, offering inmates tools to reintegrate into society post-release. These programs were not just about reducing recidivism, they represented a shift towards treating inmates with dignity and providing them with a second chance. However, the facility was not without its challenges. Overcrowding became a significant issue in the mid-2000s, as statewide policies continued to send more individuals into the system than it could sustainably release. This strain led to tensions within the walls of Crossroads, manifesting in occasional conflicts and disturbances. One of the more severe incidents occurred in May 2018, when a major riot broke out over grievances that included reduced recreation time and staffing shortages. The riot caused extensive damage to the facility and highlighted the underlying issues of overcrowding and underfunding, challenges that were not unique to Crossroads but endemic in the national correctional system. In response to the riot and the conditions that led to it, Crossroads underwent a series of evaluations and reforms. These reforms aimed at improving living conditions, adequately staffing the facility, and expanding programs that addressed inmate needs holistically. Post-riot, a new wave of optimism began to take shape. The administration placed a stronger emphasis on rehabilitation over punishment. Programs focused on mental health were expanded, and educational opportunities were made more accessible. The goal was clear: prepare inmates for a successful reentry into society. The impact of these changes began to show in the reduced rates of violent incidents within the facility and the success stories of former inmates. Stories of individuals who, through the programs at Crossroads, had found new paths in life, underscored the potential of correctional rehabilitation. Crossroads also began to engage with the local community more actively. Community leaders, volunteers, and former inmates participated in talks and workshops, both inside and outside the facility, promoting societal integration and mutual understanding. The facility's efforts extended to working with various nonprofits and governmental organizations to ensure that inmates had support systems in place upon their release. These partnerships were crucial in providing housing, job placements, and continuous mental health services. Despite its strides forward, Crossroads continued to face challenges, particularly with funding and resource allocation. Balancing security needs with rehabilitative services remained a tightrope walk for the administration. By the late 2010s, Crossroads Correctional Center had become a testament to the evolving philosophy of the American correctional system. From a purely punitive facility, it had transformed into a center that emphasized correction through care. This transformation was not just institutional but personal. Inmates who had entered the gates with little hope began to see possibilities, a chance to rebuild, to learn, and to change. The stories of these inmates brought a human face to the debates on criminal justice reform. As the 2020s dawned, Crossroads stood at another crossroads, this time facing the challenges of modernization and the integration of technology in rehabilitation. The facility began to explore digital education platforms and telehealth services, adapting to an increasingly connected world. The COVID-19 pandemic brought additional challenges, forcing the facility to implement strict health protocols and quarantine measures. Yet, even in these trying times, the spirit of reform and resilience shone through. Crossroads managed to keep outbreaks to a minimum, thanks in part to the cooperation between staff and inmates, a cooperation born from years of building trust. Today, Crossroads Correctional Center continues to be a place of both contention and hope. It stands as a living example of the complexities of the correctional system in America, a system at the juncture of past practices and future possibilities. In reflecting on the journey of Crossroads, it becomes evident that the path to reform is ongoing. Each step forward is a step towards understanding that justice is not just about punishment, but also about recovery, rehabilitation, and ultimately, redemption. Through its evolution, Crossroads teaches us that in the darkest of places, there is the potential for light, and in the face of challenges, there is always the possibility of change. Thanks for watching our deep dive into Missouri's Crossroads Correctional Center. If this video opened your eyes to the realities behind prison walls, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more investigative content. Have thoughts or questions? Drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Stay informed and stay connected. Until next time.